Here now to talk about the role of the president in these midterm elections and what is likely going to be the outcome. We're joined tonight by the chairwoman, the head of the Republican National Committee, Ronna McDaniel. Ronna, great to have you here. You've got to be heartened by the closing of these races, particularly in the Senate.
Absolutely, and the president has really helped energize our base. We've seen it where he has these rallies that our voters are getting out. He makes it clear to them, I need more help in Washington. I need more Republicans, and that's why he is exhaustively on the trail. But we've opened up big leads in North Dakota. We're seeing a lead in Indiana now in that Senate race, in Missouri. And there are opportunities to pick seats up definitely in the Senate, and the House is closing as well. So we may be able to keep that majority despite that blue wave that the Democrats keep talking about.
Well, you know, we're not hearing as much, Ronna, and I'm sure you've noticed this as well. We're not hearing as much talk about a blue wave today as we had been hearing up until just about a month ago. The president, let's take a look. You mentioned those the House race. The House races. Let's take a look at the map that shows where the president has been all over trying to help out winning a few races. I mean, this is incredible. This is 13 appearances this month. There'll be 16, I believe, that he will have completed before the month is out. And he will continue on 20, I think then it'll be 20, at least 20 races and places he will have rallied. This is, I mean, we've looked at it. I mean, no president has ever entered a midterm with the energy, the activity, the support that he is giving his party and their candidates. Nothing comes close to what this president is doing.
Nothing comes close to what President Trump has done for our party. Let's just remember all the results he's given us as the American people with record low unemployment and more jobs. But now he's on the trail. And you saw the epic rally in Texas. You've seen him campaigning every day. At the RNC, he has driven our large fundraising numbers so that we've been able to help candidates. He's doing rallies with candidates. He's helping them fundraise. There is nobody out there fighting harder to keep these majorities than President Trump. And he will be the main reason we keep those majorities in November.
There's no question that he is having an impact, whether it's Indiana, whether it's Minnesota, wherever he goes, the numbers rise. This is a man demonstrating as president. He's got coattails even for a midterm election. The absolute inverse of Obama. Do you suppose, would you like to give your counterparts at the DNC some counsel on taking Barack Obama to the campaign trail? He lost 1,000 seats over his 2 terms in the Oval Office.
I think the DNC should get Hillary Clinton out there more, too. I mean, keep them out. Keep them on the campaign trail. Remind people of the failure of the Obama administration when jobs were not coming back to this country, wages were stagnant, our GDP was completely stalled out. I mean, he was a failure for the American people. So let's keep reminding people that was then, this is now. The results are happening for the American people. We need to keep this comeback going. You vote for President Trump or Republicans that he's supporting, we're going to keep this comeback alive. You go for Democrats, you're going to continue down the path of higher taxes, more regulation, and the Pelosi-Schumer dark ages.
And we also have a president in the White House who deserves the support of every Republican, no matter what. Ronna McDaniel, we thank you, but I can't let you go without asking you, what will be your margin of victory? What will be the exact total of the majority in both the Senate and the House that you retain?
Lou, you can't put me on the spot like that. I think we're going to pick up seats in the Senate, and I think, you know, I feel good about the House. We've got to get our voters out. We've got to get out and vote. There is nothing that we can take for granted. We've got to go fight for these majorities. Are
you satisfied the ground games are ready to roll?
I am. I'm feeling good. I'm looking at our numbers in these early voting states, and I'm feeling very good about where we're hitting and making our goals and turning out our votes. But we got to keep that going till Election Day.
Ronna McDaniel, RNC chair. She is also working as hard as any chair in the history of the RNC to make it happen in a midterm. Thanks so much. Ronna McDaniel, thanks.
Thanks, Lou.